What is going on? Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, man. Hope y'all having a great day. Hope you had a great day. We're now in the evening, going into the night. And I am ready to come on here, man. Excited to be back on Points Blank Travel doing another live stream. And without any further ado, what is really going on? Hey, it's your boy Rod, the host that sometimes does the most. And welcome to Points Blank Travel, also known as PBT. And we are on PBT Live. This is a live stream. So if you have any questions, comments, please put them down in the comments section. And your boy will be more than happy to answer them for you. On this channel, we talk about credit. We talk about credit cards. We talk about points, miles, cashback, personal finance, and how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. If that's something you're interested in, do your boy a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Select all so you don't miss out on future content such as videos, live streams. Share the channel out. Share with people you know. Share with your family, your friends, your co-workers. And with all that being said, you know what time it is. Let's roll, baby. Let's get down to business. See, we got a couple people in the crib. I knew I saw Devin and Why Loves to Motivate. And Why Loves to Motivate said PBT be waiting. Yeah, I had some lighting issues here, so I had to make some arrangements. I think it's time to order me some new LED lights or something. I didn't like the way the color was coming off. But hey, as you can see from the thumbnail, we're not going to waste any time. That's one thing we're not doing in 2024 with a lot of jibber jabber. We are going to be talking about, looking at the thumbnail, the best credit cards for gas stations in 2024. Now, I could have easily put gas, but when it comes to going into a 7-Eleven or a gas station like Buc-ee's, or a Valero or something like that, it's more than gas at the gas station. And when you use these cards, you're going to get these rewards. You're going to get these earnings back on everything that's included in the gas station. Gas, chips, ices, Slurpees, candy bars, nachos, hot dogs, pretzels, whatever you're getting up in that joint. It's going to be included in the gas station. Now, I will warn y'all, there are a ton of gas station credit cards out there. If I don't call out your favorite gas station credit card, charge it to my heart, man, because there are so many out there. And I'm just going to get everybody a handful of cards that I think are some of the best. Matter of fact, the card I use the most is not even in the list, and that's the American Express Business Gold card, because I didn't want to come over here talking about cars that have $375 annual fees, $250 annual fees. I want to talk about cards that probably would appeal to the wider public, if that makes sense, like the no annual fee cards or the low annual fee cards. So we're going to be doing that. If this is your first time here, let me know where you're tuning in from. I am broadcasting from the DFW area, Arlington, Texas, to be exact, home of the Dallas Cowboys and the world champion Texas Rangers. And I could tell you, man, I've been trying to get into baseball, but that's a whole nother live stream. That's probably for one of my other channels. So anyway, let's jump in here, man. Now, before I start sharing my screen, how many people plan on taking road trips this spring, this summer, even going into the fall? You know, a lot of times when people hear travel, the first thing when Rod think of travel, he think of having to book a flight, having to get a hotel, unless he have family or friends that live in the city he's going to visit. But with the prices of flights, a lot of people are opting to drive now. They're just going to take their time and drive and give themselves an ample amount of time to get where they're going. And then you have people that have larger families, or they may want to take friends. You know, let's say if you have two or three kids, and then you have two adults, getting 5 airline tickets, that could be quite pricey. However, to fill up a tank of gas, that could be pricey as well. Excuse me, but nowhere as near as pricey as a plane ticket would be. So that's just something I was thinking about. And I went today and I got gas in Dallas. I thought I was in California somewhere. And the gas was $3.43 a gallon. And I was in a different part of town, and I'm like, yo, man, I think they're getting me. And I'm at a 7-Eleven, an Exxon, and I tend to go to Kroger, but there's also a 7-Eleven by my house. Well, then on my way home, I started looking at every gas station, and lo and behold, every one of them for unleaded was $3.43. So I didn't feel as bad. What's going on? Let me shout out a couple of people here. We got Caesar Joel. Y'all make sure y'all check out Caesar. He is a content creator, talks about points and miles. I was on a live stream today with Sledge Team Inc. Caesar was there. Chad was there. I wasn't on the live. I was in the comments. And one of the things that was said, everybody knows Caesar, man. Cool dude. Make sure y'all check him out. We got Mojo just came in the building. We got Why Loves to Motivate, Devin, YouTube Experiment. What's going on? We got 7 real homies in the building. And without any further ado, now, if there's a card that you use or that you're thinking of that is not on the cards that I pull up, please put it in the comments. Tell us about it. Because, again, I will be here all night trying to go over every card that does gas stations. So we're going to start out. And one of my favorite cards is the City Custom Cash card. As a matter of fact, it's so much of a favorite card, it's about to probably get put back in my wallet. And it's right here. And it just happened to be right here. I didn't stage it here on purpose. It's this card right here. As you can see, it's the same card on the screen. And what I like about this card, when it comes to gas, you have options. What's my favorite word? Options. And I'm going to highlight this because I want to point out the options that come along with this card. Now, you will earn 5% cash back on purchases in your top eligible spend category each billing cycle. Your top spend category. Gas is one of those categories. Up to the first $500 spent. So just like the Freedom Flex card from Chase, just like the Discover It card, $1,500 total for the quarter. Now, what I like about this, unlike the US Bank Cash Plus card where you have to go in every quarter, you have to change categories, or if you got the Freedom Flex or the Discover It, you got to activate the offer. With this card here, everything is on autopilot, baby. And let's just say you don't want to even figure it out. You get gas today, groceries tomorrow, go to a restaurant the next day, do some online shopping the next day. Whichever is your highest spend for that billing cycle is what's going to get 5%. But if you do it like me, like right now, I'm not using this card for gas stations, but I have the option to, and we'll be getting 5% cash back or 5 city thank you points, which are transferable if you have the Premier card and up, which I don't. So I always use this for cash back for travel. Now, why am I not using this card for gas this month? Because I have 2 other cards that are alternating, and it's tough remembering, oh man, which one did I use yesterday? I'm using the Discover It, which right now has 5% cash back for this quarter, for April, May, and June, 5% cash back at gas stations. And I also use my American Express Business Gold card because I really I'm trying to build up my American Express membership reward points. But let's just say if I was on a cash situation, I would probably keep my same strategy I would use to Discover It right now, which is on this list. And next quarter or next month, I may switch over. I may use, where I'm using this at gas stations, this card is being used at grocery stores, 5% cash back. I don't try to use it here, use it there, and let the chips fall as they may. I strategize and I know where I'm going to use this card. It's going to either be gas stations, restaurants, or grocery stores, but it's going to depend on what the Discover It and what the Freedom Flex card is doing. Now, one thing I like about this card, 2 things I like about it. It has no annual fee, and you can earn a welcome bonus of $200 cash back after you spend $1,500 in the first 6 months, not the first 3 months, but the first 6 months. So, sorry, my phone was buzzing. I had to make sure it wasn't on ring. Now, the next card on the list is a cashback card, but I want to talk about this card. Actually, this is not the one I don't want to talk about. That it has no annual fee. We kind of talked about the Discover It card, no annual fee card as well. Fairly easy to get, strategic quarterly use, and you will get 5% on rotating categories. And it just happened to be the second quarter 2024. Gas stations is one of the bonus categories. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. I kind of just talked about it. You have to activate it, and you spend up to $1,500 per quarter. After you exceed, or if you exceed the $1,500 in that quarter before May 30th, before June 30th, then it will be 1% cash back on all other purchases. So just be aware of how much, and all you have to do is go to the Discover app. It'll tell you exactly how much you spent. Freedom Flex is kind of like the Discover It card. It's also a rotating card. Right now, it's restaurants. It's not gas station, but I think Chase was smart. Rarely will you see Discover and Chase have the same bonus categories at the same time. But Chase, if me knowing them, the first quarter with the Freedom Flex, they did grocery stores. Second quarter, they're doing restaurants. Fourth quarter, they typically use that quarter for online spending, Walmart.com, Amazon.com, Target.com. So I'm willing to bet my last dollar that the third quarter, July, August, and September, 3 of the heaviest traveled months out of the year, Chase is going to be giving 5% cash back on the Freedom Flex card. That's just, I'm willing to bet my last dollar. Again, that's just my opinion. I don't have any inside scoops on this. I'm just telling you my opinion. Again, thank you for the 15 homies that are in here, the 15 real homies. I am going to get to these comments. If I'm going too fast, let me know, because I'm trying to streamline these lives down to about an hour. This, just like to Discover It, up to $1,500 per quarter, no annual fee. So far, the 3 cards I've named, we're going to skip over the everyday card because I'm going to talk about another card. Now, if you don't want an annual fee, this card isn't bad, but I have the annual fee version. But on this one, you will get you also get 3% cash back at gas stations. So you're not getting 5%. I am going to talk about this card because I want to keep this no annual fee streak going. So what does no annual fee mean? You don't pay anything to have this card. A lot of your cards, like the American Express Gold card, the Platinum card, the Everyday Preferred, your Chase Sapphire Preferred, none of these cards have an annual fee. They have annual fees ranging from $95 to $375, depending on which one you have. But then there are more perks that come along than just points or cash back. But with this card, you will get 3% cash back at supermarket. Now, this is the triple whammy. I love this card for this, but I'm going to also play devil's advocate and tell you why I don't like this card. This was my first American Express card that I got. I upgraded to the Blue Cash Preferred. I haven't seen this card in months. Nobody's using it because I constantly check the app. It's probably somewhere in this house. I haven't called American Express to get one, and I got about $300, $400 in cash back sitting there, and I'm going to tell you why it's sitting there. But 1 second. Now, you will get 3% cash back at supermarkets, 3% cash back online retail purchases, and 3% cash back at gas stations. But each of these are capped at $6,000 per year. And then all of those 3 categories will go to 1%. So something else you would have to track. Now, it does have a welcome bonus of $200 after you spend $2,000 in the first 6 months. Now, when I got all of my cards, and I'm sure Caesar was probably the same way, you only got 3 months to spend these $1,500 and $2,000. Now they're giving people 6 months. I think it could be because of the economy, inflation, interest rates. So these credit card issuers, the Chases, the American Expresses, the Bank of Americas, the Discovers, they're giving their consumers ample time to hit this welcome bonus, but you have to spend a little more money. Yeah, they're giving us $200, but if you don't pay your card in full, they're charging interest. Every time you swipe your card, They could be getting a kickback. Now, what I don't like about this card is you get cash back, but unlike my Discover It, where I transfer it to a bank account and then buy crypto or stock, and I leave it there for my travel expenses when I need cash. Unlike my Chase Freedom Flex, which I convert those to points and use for flights on American, or every blue moon I may book a Hyatt hotel. This card, you could only get your cash back in the form of statement credits. So another step, I would have to go make a purchase. And then like my whole game plan was to buy a TV, buy a smart TV. My TV dumb as hell. It ain't got nothing, no YouTube, no nothing on it. None of them little apps that you get. I don't even know what year I got. I need to quit talking about it before it just fall apart on me. But anyway, I would have to go buy the TV, make sure I had that amount on my card, and then apply that statement credit to that purchase. Not bad, but for the person that's just now here's the Blue Cash Preferred version of the card. It is a $95 annual fee. It's zero intro annual fee for the first year, then $95. You'll get $250 statement credit after spending $3,000. But instead of 3% cash back, I'm gonna highlight these two here. You get 6% cash back supermarkets, 6% on streaming, but you still get the same 3% cash back on gas stations. So if your whole reason for getting these cards is gas station, you may as well get the everyday card, no annual fee. Hint, hint. Let me give y'all a little hint. Any American Express card that says preferred is going to have an annual fee. If it does not say preferred, it's no annual fee. Blue Cash Everyday, no annual fee. Blue Cash Everyday Preferred, annual fee. American Express Everyday card, which earns membership reward points, no annual fee. American Express Everyday Preferred, $95 annual fee. Just something to put in your tool belt. Now, this is a new card on the block. I recently did a video. They also have another card, but it's not really good for gas. But this card here is the Wells Fargo Autograph card. Now, I like it. Part of it is no annual fee. We're still on this no annual fee other than the Blue Cash Everyday Preferred, but we also reverted back to the Everyday card. You will get 3 times the points on restaurants, travel, gas stations. So 3% cash back. Some people may say that's not a lot, but let's just say you take a road trip from California to Dallas. It's like a 20-some hour trip. And you have 3 kids, and you and your significant other. You're going to have to at least stop twice for gas. And then somebody's going to have to use the restroom. Unless you willy-nilly using it out in the wilderness, you're going to stop at a gas station or rest, or maybe a rest stop. I'm not a fan of rest stop. And then somebody's going to want some snacks. This 3% can add up very quickly. And then you got the cost of gas, depending on where you live. Before you know it, man, you may have a whole trip booked for free after the beginning of the year. You're using it just to go to work, just to commute. And then you take 1 or 2 trips between the spring and the fall. You may have a flight booked and don't even know it. Or you may, better yet, have a trip booked. And every time you swipe your card, you've already got the money set aside to pay for the gas and the snacks that you're going to use on the trip. That's just the way I think. Another card is the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards card. You also get 3% cash back on this card for gas. Notice they're all between 3 and 5. So right now, if you get offered a card that's offering you 2% or 1.5% cash back, unless you have challenge credit. If you know your credit's good, excellent, or great, there is no reason to get a card that offers 2% cash back or below for gas, unless it offers 4 or 5% for restaurants and you know you eat out a lot, unless it offers 4 or 5% at grocery stores and you know you do a lot of grocery shopping and you really don't do that much driving and you're not worried that much about gas. Again, this card here does give you 3% cash back for every dollar spent on gas. You will get a $200 online reward bonus after spending $1,000, but they break it down to 3 months, same as the Wells Fargo. $1,000, but three months. You don't get to 6 months. And I think now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch screens. We got 12 real homies in the crib. We lost a couple people, man. Where they go? Where they go? Just scheme through here. Make sure it's no questions. If y'all have any questions, man, don't be afraid to ask. All right, I'm going to share my screen again because there's a couple more cards on the next screen that I want to go over. If they're redundant, obviously I'm not going to read them. Now, if you have a small business, and you don't have to have a humongous business. You could be a what they call that, a side hustle. The Inc. business cash card is a decent card for gas. Remember, I said if it's 2% or less, I wouldn't touch it unless I could offset it with something else. And with this particular card, you can offset office supply stores. If you like Spice Addicts, the catchers, they do a lot of shipping their spices. I don't know how their system's set up, but you can get 5% cash back there. And you can get 5% cash back on internet, cable, and phone services. A lot of people are getting rid of internet. Now, they keep internet. They're getting rid of cable. And I don't really know too many people that don't have a cell phone or some type of cell phone service. So I wanted to go over that card. We already talked about those. Talked about that one. Here's a card that's kind of new to the market. Devin recently got this card. He mentioned I did a video that I forgot all about. That is a U.S. Bank Shoppers Cash Rewards card. What I like about this card, you could earn 6% cash back from 2 retailers of choice. $1,500 limit each quarter. They're all going to have a limit, but 6% cash back. Not the 5s, not the 3s, not the 2s. 6%. But this card is a sleeper. A lot of people, I forgot I even did a video on it. It doesn't get a lot of press. It is also a no annual fee card. And you can earn, you get one category. So if you want that one category to be gas, you'll also get 3% cash back each quarter on, 6% on 2. So I would probably make it, depending on what I do with my life, I would make 6% gas and grocery stores and the 3% restaurants, because you can pick 2 6%, 1 3%. And again, and then you get 1.5% on everything else. Again, a no annual fee card here for the first year, and then it's $95. I was going to say 6%, no annual fee. That's pretty good. So no annual fee for the first year, but you can apply for the card, get it approved, use it for a year, see if you like it. And if your spend outweigh the annual fee, keep it. If it don't, cancel the card after a year. You want to pay an annual fee. It does have a $250 bonus after spending $2,000 in eligible purchases. Now, here's a card that's not so new, but it hasn't been out that long, and it's the U.S. Bank Altitude Connect card. With this card, let me go down here. It's a little easier for y'all to see it here. No annual fee for the first 12 months, then $95. Notice this second page has annual fee cards and 4 points per dollar spent at gas stations. So you have a couple of no annual fee cards where you can get 5% cash back, but they're only quarterly. Then you have a custom cash card from Citi. You could do it every month for no annual fee, or you can get this card for a $95 annual fee and get 4 times the points. I'll probably go to custom cash. And then if I just had to have another one, then I would look at getting a U.S. Bank Connect. The last one I'm going to talk about is a US Bank Cash Plus card. I actually have this card in my arsenal. And with this card, you will get it's almost like the other US Bank card, 5% cash back on 2 categories you choose, but 2% cash back on one, and then 1% cash back everywhere else. But this is a no annual fee card. Why is it different? The other one had a $95 annual fee. This card does not have an annual fee. Now, there are a couple other cards. I'm going to go ahead and bring me back on the screen. There are a couple other cards that I did not mention, and they are the Costco card. Why didn't I mention the Costco card? Pretty good multiplier. However, everybody can't get, I guess you could if you go get a membership, but everybody don't flock out to get the Costco membership. Quite a few people do, and quite a few of those people have the Costco credit card. Now, it is my understanding, someone please correct me if I'm wrong, you can't use that Costco card everywhere. You got to go to Costco. So, I'm kind of, you know what? I don't like speculating. Let me look at this. Excuse me, bear with me here. Okay, they changed it, and I'm gonna share my screen. I'm not gonna waste time sharing screens. Excuse me, but man, my throat's a little dry. Y'all excuse me for a sec here. Sorry about that. So with the Costco card, they changed. It used to be only Costco, but anywhere that Visa is accepted, you can use your Costco card at any gas station as long as they accept Visa. Which I don't know too many people that don't accept Visa, so you should be good there. Well, there you have it. Did I not mention your favorite gas card? Did I mention cars that you didn't know about? Please put it in the comments. Section A. I just saw a comment from Cooking with the Catrins. They have the Ink card. Which one do y'all have? Y'all have the Ink Cash, Ink Unlimited, or the Ink Preferred? Every time I tried to apply for the Ink card, they denied me, and I wasn't at 524. I think I had applied for too many other cards. So what we're gonna do right now, and I see quite a few comments. Since I'm at the bottom, I'm gonna go ahead and answer this question. Mojo says I have a $1,500 Wells Fargo active cash card that used to be the Propel card. The card is 3 years old now and not a fan of the limit, but I'm seriously thinking of closing the account out. Thoughts, sir? Before I closed it, first of all, I need to know what about it do you not like? You say you don't like the limit. Well, if you try to upgrade, they're probably still not going to give you a higher limit. It's the reason they're not giving you a higher limit. Maybe your credit card limits are exceeding your income or the revenue that you have coming in. Or it could be because I don't know, 3 years, you could cancel it depending on how many other cards you have with longer longevity, if that makes sense. Or try to upgrade and see if you get a better limit or better bonus categories on another Wells Fargo card. That's going to really be up to you. So your average age of accounts, AAOA is average age of accounts is 6 years, 2 months. Canceling a 3-year card won't kill you because it's going to be on your credit for a while. But if you're going to do it soon. Don't let it get up to 4 years and 5 years and then be another 6-year card. So, but that one, Mojo, you're going to probably have to Make your own tough decision here. Oh, I'm trying to. There we go. My computer was freezing. All right, Devin says, how are you tonight? We got 11 real homies in the building. For the people that just came in, do me a favor, hit that like button down below, that thumbs up, help the video get pushed out to people that may be looking for information like this. Also, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Even if you've already subscribed, hit that notification bell. Make sure you have all selected and not personalized. That way you don't miss out on future videos or content. When I was in Sledge's live earlier, I forgot who it was. I think John. One guy, I've never seen this guy's name. He said, hey, man, I've been looking for Rod. I've been waiting on him. He hasn't dropped a video in a while. I said, yeah, man, I took a little bit of a break, but trust me, I'm back in full force. And there was another person in the comments said, yeah, he's definitely back in full force. So I say that to say, make sure your notifications are on, because just this week alone, I plan on dropping them a minimum of 2, maximum of 4 points blank travel videos, not to mention the other channels that I have. So we're going hard in the paint this week. Tomorrow night's the last week of college basketball, so I'm going hard in the paint. Why Loves Motivate, good evening. How are you doing? Blessings to you. All right, I'm going to skip some of the speaking. And we got Caesar already acknowledged. Caesar, let's roll, baby. Happy to see you live, Rod. Thank you, Caesar, man. Again, y'all go check out Caesar. Subscribe to his channel, cool brother. Real cool. Hey, Caesar, you plan on going to any of these meetups? I know it's one in Florida in July, one in, I heard about it, but I forgot I heard about it, and I reheard about it again today. It's another one in New Orleans for Labor Day. So, Caesar said, I use my city custom cash for 5% on gas. That's the way to go. And if I'm not using my custom cash at grocery stores, 5%, I'm using at gas stations. So great minds think alike. Devin said, I have 3 cars that best fit permanently outside the quarterly categories, cars like the Freedom Flex and the Discover. Okay, curious to hear what 3 cars those are. Sure, you're going to tell me, Devin. While let's motivate, thank you for all the channel members here. Man, I may try to squeeze in a members only live this week, a quick one, but I'm going to squeeze one in. I may even substitute one of the videos for that. I was just talking about a road trip. Why am I having to lean up? Let me pull this closer to me. I act like this is going to affect the way I'm. Sorry, y'all. I'm thinking out loud. I want to take one so bad, man. That's something you ain't got to worry about Rod asking for as a road trip. Now, if I'm driving, I don't mind. But whoever ride with me going to be mad because we're going to stop about 15 times. Well, not that minute, but definitely more than one. You got some people that drive 3 or 4 hours and stop once and be mad at you because you need to stop or want to stop. Now, going to the restroom, that's a need. Wanting to stop to get some fresh air, bro, you want to down, I understand. Or to do other things, or you see a store, or I'm hungry. The driver is usually trying to get where they're going. So I totally understand that. But I'd rather fly and be at the mercy of the pilot and the flight attendants and just get where I'm going. What's up, YouTube Experiment? Yeah, and that's the card we were just talking about. It's the first card I talked about. Again, here it is, the City Custom Cash Card. 5% cash back on the category you spend the most each billing cycle. Devin says he's working to plan on travel soon. Okay, where you plan on going, Devin? All right, everybody speaking. Mojo said, hey, sir, hope all is well. All is well, my brother. Keep it up, the Griffins. Also, channel members, part of the alliance as well. What's going on, Rod? I hope all is well today. Hashtag the alliance. Yeah, man. Kind of chilled out today, y'all. I knew I was doing this live. I wanted to shoot a video to give one of these 2 to 4 videos that I plan on doing this week out the way, but I went and got me some food, man. I went and got some Cajun / soul food. I got me some oxtails and some dirty rice and some red beans and rice and some hush puppies. And that threw me off. I didn't eat yet, but when I came back, I was like, man, just gonna chill out and enjoy the sunshine, get ready for this live, and then I'll worry about the videos later on. YouTube Experiment said the thing with Chase is gas / EV. Yeah, and also, I'm glad he mentioned that. A lot of times, EV, with all these electric, the Teslas and the other cars that are out there, EVs are included. Not on every card. It has to say gas stations, and EV charging units. It isn't a dedicated category spent for your UR or Ultimate Reward cards, but often can work for a promotion, or at least on a co-branded Chase promo. Absolutely correct. And you're going to see acronyms in here like UR and AAOA, and I'm going to do everything I can to break those down for people that may not be familiar with them. And I love having people like Devin, everybody that's here, but YouTube Experiment always kick that little bit of extra in there that I may not have mentioned. So thank you for that. All right, everybody speaking. Oh, Devin continues the streak, baby. What is this, Devin? 32 live streams in a row. Devin got a CLI or credit limit increase on 2 of my Capital One cards, one for 10,000 and one for 2.5 thousand. Now, was it increase 10K and 2.5K, or did they increase it up to 10K and 2.5K? I'm curious, man. Let me know. And we got 2 more channel members in the crib. Your favorite couple, as well as members of the Alliance, man. Make sure y'all go check out their channel, man. Yo, they one of they I think it was their last video, got 3,400 some views, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I only watched it once, man. Their vlogs make you feel like you're right there, and I'm not exaggerating. I've been on one cruise, but thanks to your favorite couple, I've been on about 12 or 15 of them. Because every time they go on one and come back and vlog it or do a video, I feel like I'm there. Y'all go check them out. Shelton and Key. They do excursions once they get off the ship. I don't have to sell them. They sell themselves. Their content sells themselves. So, hey, PBT and chat, we're here watching while working. Keep dropping those boulders. And in case you don't know what boulders are, I don't drop gems and nuggets. I drop boulders, baby, all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. I dropped one earlier, but I didn't make a public service announcement about it. Now, they're working on, probably bet you they're working on editing a video. They might be working on $1 million plan. I don't know. Cooking with the Catrins. Also part of the Alliance of the Building. Hello, Rod. Hello, chat, man. Another channel you want to go check out. You want to learn how to take the most complex recipe and see 2 people turn it into the simplest recipe right in front of your eyes, or cooking method right in front of your eyes, Cooking with the Catrins. They also have their own line of spices. Spice Addict. Hey, any of the members of the Alliance, please feel free to drop your links in the comments. Also, if someone could drop Caesar's link, and Catrins, definitely drop the Spice Addicts. While I was motivated, I drove to California recently and decided to use my Amex Preferred card for gas. Good choice. Good choice. Now, that card will give you 2 times the membership reward points for gas, but if you make 30 transactions in a billing cycle, you get a 50% bonus. So now that 2 revert back to 3 times the points. So great choice. And my it never fails, man. There's a 50% chance I don't have my wallet when I do these. But my everyday preferred card is back in my wallet. Not using at gas stations because I only get 3%, but I am using it at grocery stores where I plan on getting 4.5 times the points, 4%, however you want to look at it. No annual fee is nice. Yes, yes, yes. The live I was in today, the host was saying that they have close to $3,000 per year in annual fees. And once you start saying, I have 20 and 30 cars, your annual fees are definitely going to be up there. Speaking. All right, Devin, also a channel member, says, from a Proud Money video on my Freedom Flex for restaurants. You know what, Devin, you go dropping that knowledge again, man. I love it. I love it. It could be 7% because of the quarterly categories and the extra rewards for dining. That's normal extra reward category. I had one of my subscribers comment when I did what's in my wallet video, and she said 7%, but I responded to her comment and asked, where did you see the 7%? And she never responded back. So Proud Money, I'm going to go look for that video because I want to hear verbatim what he's saying, his exact words. And I'm kind of mad because today when I went to the restaurant, I didn't even use my Freedom Flex card because I wasn't even thinking about it. I used my business gold card and got 4 times the points where I could have got 7 times the points. Man, we might be taking a commercial break where I go over here and hit myself upside the head. But I'm just kidding. I'm not. Hey, but thanks for that, Devin. So you're going to Hendersonville, North Carolina to visit family. Where is that close to, man? I never heard of Hendersonville. That sounds like 3 country towns wrapped into one. You know, like I've heard of Henderson, Nevada, which if I'm not mistaken is that right outside of Vegas. I know a couple other Hendersons, people and towns, and then you put the Ville at the end of it. What is that near Raleigh or Charlotte or Raleigh, Durham or wherever? I've never been in North Carolina, so. While those motivates, I love no annual fee cards, man. They are a beautiful thing. And right now they're made, and that's one of the things that Sledge and I was agreeing on in his live today. These cards, we're both talking about getting rid of this card right here. This card has been in my wallet consecutively for over a year, and it's currently not in my wallet. And that is my American Express Gold card because the annual fee is $250. I'm getting 4 times the membership reward points, which are valuable, but I can also use my everyday preferred and get 3 times the points at gas stations for a $95 annual fee instead of $250. And then if I really just want cash back, I can use my City Custom Cash, my US Bank Cash Plus, my Discover It, my Freedom for 2 different quarters, and get 5% cash back. This card here his future is not looking too bright. Not in my wallet, and not in Sledge's wallet either. And then y'all don't know Sledge is another content creator that talks about points and miles. It's Autograph Journey that's the new Wells Fargo card with a $95 annual fee. Yes. I did a video on the Wells Fargo autograph, and I'm going to plan on doing a journey this week. Plan on doing that card this week, Danny. So stay tuned for it. Okay. Yes, good evening, everyone, and welcome in to the 13. Well, it's just 15, now it's 14. These numbers are fluctuating. Real homies in the building. Again, if you're just now coming in, we are talking about the best credit cards for gas stations in 2024. Not just gas, but everything that's inside the gas station will fall into this bonus category. Caesar said, great options, Rod. Thanks a lot, Caesar. I really appreciate that. And looking at that comment, let me know I may be a little bit behind. All right, I'm gonna skip all the. I like the LED lights on that car, but I don't have the card. Which one you talking about, bro? Oh, you talking about that shopper's card, that US Bank shopper's card? I was wondering what that was. It's a little too busy for me, man. I probably had to put that in my Apple wallet or something. Apple Pay or whatever they call it. It's yes, we discovered that no annual fee for the first year, and then it goes to $95. Catherine said they have the ink card. They forgot which one it is. So they can't remember which one. My 3 gas cards are my Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard to get 10% Shell rebates for non-fuel purchases. My Harley-Davidson Hog Elite Visa for 5% for gas paying inside. And PenFed Platinum Rewards Visa for 5% for gas at the pump. All great options, Devin. I like that 10% on non-fuel purchases because I would go in and do 2 transactions. I get my gas on my City Custom, and then I get my snackables on the Shell Fuel Rewards card. Now, let me ask you a question, Devin. With the Shell card, can you only use it for Shell redemptions? Because I am not a fan of store credit cards, whether it's Macy's, Dillard's, whoever else, JCPenney, Walmart, Best Buy. Excuse me, because what I would rather do is I go to Best Buy maybe twice a year to make a purchase. I only go there twice per year period because I'm going to make a purchase. So if I'm only using this card 2 times per year at Best Buy, how much cash back am I going to accumulate? But if I use my non-store credit cards, my Chases, my Discovers, my Wells Fargo, which I don't have any Wells Fargo, my American Express, I can go in there those 2 times, use that cash back, and make a purchase and have accumulated enough cash back to make that purchase, if that makes sense. We got Meet and I in the building, also part of the alliance as well. What's up, everyone? Peace to the chat. All right, Devin speaking to Meet and I speaking to Devin. Ulysses says, hello, Rod, and everyone in the chat. What's going on, Ulysses? Glad to have you here, man. You've been rocking with me from day one. Would you rather take high credit limits or high AAOA on a card account, sir? Well, if I have high credit limits, I really don't have to worry too much about AAOA, because your average age is what, 10 to 15% of your credit score, where your credit utilization is 30% of your credit score. So I got to put another ingredient in your cake that you're cooking here. You know, you got 2 ingredients. You got the high credit limit and the high average age of accounts. The higher the average age of accounts, the higher your credit score, but it's only 10 to 15%. The higher your credit limit and the lower your debt, the lower your credit utilization, the higher the credit score. Now, if you have high credit limits and high debt, that's the third ingredient. I'm going to take the high average age of accounts all day, every day. But if I have high credit limits and low balances, I'm going to take the high credit limits, because that's affecting double or triple my credit score than the average age of accounts. Hopefully that didn't go over anyone's head. Y'all need me to explain it again, I'd be more than happy to do so. And Vince, what's going on? Say, good to see you again, man. What's up, senior? Hey, man, good to see you as well. Yeah, I'm back in full force, baby. Back in full force. Everybody's speaking. Everybody's speaking. Yes, please hit that like button. Thanks, why I love to motivate you. I forget to say it. She'll type it more than I remember to say it. We got my sister, work to live, not live to work, in the building. What's up, Felicia? Hey, Rod and PBT fan. Glad to see you doing your thing. Great topic. Gas is about $3.15 a gallon in New Jersey right now. Wow, it's higher in Texas than it is in New Jersey. And I would think New Jersey in the New York area, I mean, I know it's 2 different states, but they call it the tri-state area. I don't even know what the third state is. I would think it would be higher. So yes, man, I am doing my thing, and I'm rocking and rolling on all 3 out of 4 channels. We do plan on launching Point Blank Clips probably next week, not this upcoming week, but next week. Because it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. I thought Point Blank Clips, I just go in and clip out something, throw it in a video. But I still have to make a thumbnail, and then I have to go and listen to the long live stream and find which parts I want to clip. So, okay, they raised your limits. Okay, they raised your limits, but they didn't answer the question. Did they raise it up to 10K and 2.5K, or did they raise it up? So you already had 2K and they raised it up 10K to 12K, and you already had $2,500 and they raised it up 2.5K to $5,000. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Devin, excuse me. Devin is undefeated when it comes to CLI, or credit limit increases. # goals. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Vlogging extraordinaire. Speaking of vlogging extraordinaire, man, Meet and I, Meet, which is one half of Meet and I, Meet's the wife, Anwar's the husband, did her first vlog, and it premiered yesterday on their channel, of a wedding. D. Bryan, who was a close friend of mine, and his new bride, and she did an exceptional job. Exceptional. And, you know, they already had the heat with Anwar doing it, and now you put Meet in the mix. And it's kind of like your favorite couple said last night, they tag team the editing on their content. Beast. They should be in Hollywood somewhere. Vince says, Senior, what do you do with all of your cars from the beginning of your journey that doesn't offer anything like a Capital One Platinum? I still have my Capital One Platinum. It has a $39 annual fee. I should get rid of it. I don't even know why I still have it. If it has a no annual fee or a low annual fee, like $39, depending on how long I've had it, my Platinum card is is the oldest card in my wallet. So to get rid of it would crush my AAOA, or my average age of accounts. If I had a card that I stopped using after 2 years, a year, if it has no annual fee, it's going to stay in the drawer. I'm going to put it in a drawer or in a portfolio or a binder or something like that. I'm just going to forget about it. Maybe one day they'll come up with a reason for me to use it again. Now, if this card has any annual fee of $100, 150 like the green card, $250 like the gold card, but you just really don't find much value because you rather have Chase points than Amex points, I would probably go ahead and get rid of that card, because why am I paying $250 or $150, a total of $400 a year for something I'm not even using? Just a little something to think about. We got the world famous Edna's World in here, cruising extraordinaire in the house, along with your favorite couple. I think they coming for Edna. But how you doing, my sister? Glad to have you in here. And while I was motivated, reminding everybody, hit that like button. YFC has been members for 37 months. It's 3 years and 1 month. Boy, I'm glad I can do mathematics. Not a mathematician. Well, I'm a mathematician. I'm not an algebra, calculus, geometry dude. I guess that would make me not a mathematician. I could add and subtract, multiply, and divide, though. Keep dropping good knowledge. Thank y'all. That really means a lot, man. Appreciate the kind words and appreciate y'all being members for so long. At Points Murray Travel, we paid attention. We might need one of these for our next visit to Buc-ee's. Oh, yeah, man. Go check out that Buc-ee's video. The Griffins went to Buc-ee's for the first time. It premiered today. Cool. Man, I was waiting to see what the twins said. They got twins. Are they 10? I think they're 10. Because they asked the twins, what did they think of Buc-ee's? I've yet to hear a kid say they didn't like Buc-ee's. I've yet to hear it. So I was kind of like on edge. But they both gave it a 10 out of 10. You can get so much stuff at Buc-ee's. I mean, kids and adults like. So, yeah, y'all might need it, because y'all hadn't even left the parking lot. I was talking about going back and get another brisket sandwich or two. So, Hendersonville is about an hour and 45 minutes west of Charlotte. Okay, cool. Hey, I didn't even know that. I know we had quite a few, because at first I went to Buc-ee's. I was on my way to Houston from Dallas. And I got in there. I'm like, oh, man, I can't stay up in here. There's too much stuff to buy. I'm not even a kid. Boy, I was like, man, let me get out of here. And I walked out with a couple bags that carried me over from I think I still had like 3 hours left, 2.5 hours left. Keep it up, Griffin. Come on down to Texas. We have 37 Buc-ee's. I didn't know we had that many. But I don't do a lot of road trips. Unless they put a Buc-ee's in the sky, I may not see it. The Griffin said they were just looking at the location list a while ago, and Texas got to be the home of Buc-ee's. Y'all got a lot of them. We only have one here in South Carolina. Y'all making us look bad. Okay, yes, the Shell rebates are only purchases at Shell, but the rebates apply automatically as a statement credit. Okay, gotcha. Meeting out. I can't wait to read this. PBT, I tried to get a credit limit increase on my net spend preferred, but they haven't responded to my email. It's okay. I like my Chime Platinum. Man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping. The Chime Platinum. Now, Chime got a pretty decent product, man. Actually, net spend, I don't know if I've ever heard of that one. But I know, man, you got to love Meeting Out, man. And speaking of Meeting Out, they got a live on Saturday nights. I won't even go live on Saturday unless they're not going live at all. I dedicate my Saturdays to watching their live. Same as Fridays with your favorite couple premiere. Now, the Griffins is another story, man. But I did find out something. Griffin's got so much coming out. They kind of like me on steroids, though. They got so much content coming out. It ain't no certain day. But Griffin's, I found out why I wasn't getting the notifications. What I've been telling people to do to my channel, I didn't do for y'all channel. It was on personalized. So it has been put to all as of about 3 days ago. Some just told me to check because I was starting to get frustrated. I'm like, why am I missing all of this content that I'm not getting no notifications? I mean, am I in a bad sales zone or something? Okay. Whoa. One car was raised from 12.5 to 22.5, and one car was raised from 4. Okay, gotcha. So you got a 10K and a 2,500 increase on top of what you already had, man. That deserves a huge congratulations. Congratulations, Devin. At Devin Masker, Wilo the Motivator says she'd never known a credit card to give such a large increase. Wow. I know Navy Federal tend to do it, but they're a credit union. But they'll tend to give pretty large increases too. And sometimes Amex, depending on how much you spending, how you paying, they may give a hefty one as well. Paul, what's going on? Paul says, my guy. What up, Paul? My guy. What's going on, man? Speaking of which, man, let me read this commercial disclaimer. If you receive some good information or simply have a good time, you can support Points Blank Travel and the entire Points Blank network via Super Chats. And what is Super Chat? It's a little dollar sign somewhere down there. And, you can give 99 cents, $2.99. I don't tell people what to give. You don't have to give anything. Just the fact that you're here is good enough for me, but I do like to bring that out. Super Chat. And I have to just make sure that that's working. But the reason I said it, because I am about to change that banner to my newest rebranded channel on the Points Blank Network, which is Points Blank Investing. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but I got to get through these comments. I don't know why my little... Oh, there we go. Devin said, right now it's because I'm preparing for when my mom has surgery, and since I've had to support my mom for the last 6 months. This is why I've been working on CLIs that doesn't do an HP. Let me break that down. And Devin, man, my prayers will be with you and your mom. Hope she has an effortless surgery and hope she recovers swiftly. Man, I always hate to hear stuff like that, but she'll be fine. Now, breaking down this last one, this is why I've been working on credit limit increases that doesn't do a HP or a hard pull on his credit. Why? Because he doesn't want his credit score to go down. Now, why wouldn't they do a hard pull? They would do what they call a soft pull or maybe no pull. Like a lot of times with American Express, if they see you have a good relationship, I have 9 American Express cards, and they see I'm rocking and rolling with all of them. I've yet to call and get a credit limit increase. But when I apply for a card, I haven't had an issue getting a new one. And I've even had a couple of the representatives, say, hey, we see you can make a lot of payments on your credit card. Yeah, I try to purchase, post, pay. Purchase, make the purchase, let the purchase post, pay it. That way I ain't got to worry about no due date. Ain't got to worry about no due date, baby. Purchase, post, pay. Just a little note from ROD from PBT, baby. Oh, man, I should have called that hey, Paul, man, I don't drop gems. I graduated from them gems and them nuggets. I drop boulders, baby. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I kind of just dropped one, but it's 2 times I dropped one and didn't say boulder because I didn't feel like saying it. But next one I drop a boulder, I make sure I do a public service announcement. But hey, man, thank you for being here. Paul also does credit restoration, credit repair. So maybe someone you want to look up if you're going through some challenged credit issues. Briskets at Buc-ee's be busting. That's a tongue twister right there. Hey, Devin said he got 10,000 credit limit increases on other card before this one. Devin a boss, man. And brisket be on point. After they finished the video, y'all, they should have did it behind the scenes. We went right back in there and got more. Yeah, prayers going up for Devin and his mother's surgery, man. If you believe, please keep him in your thoughts. Mufasa, I'm currently using my Hilton business card for everything. When I want cash back, though, I use the city custom for gas. First one I talked about, everybody's on this city custom. It's a sleeper card, ladies and gentlemen. No annual fee. You choose where you want to get 5%. What's one of my slogans? Hashtag winning, baby. Hashtag winning. Smart man. Now, are you putting everything on your Hilton business card because you're trying to hit the sign-up bonus, or you're just trying to get some Hilton stays? Just curious, man. Just curious. Yeah, nice plan. That is a nice plan. Oh, man, we got some money in the crib. And I want to thank Meat and I, Anwar Meat, vlogging extraordinaires for that $4.99. Hold up, man, that $4.99. What?
Super chat.
One more time.
Super chat.
For the people in the back.
Super chat.
All right, we back, y'all. Sometimes I lose my mind over here, especially if I ain't done a live in a long time. I've been doing them, just not on PBT. I've been all over the place. I was on Meet and I last night for a brief moment. Along with your favorite couple, I've been on the Points Blank Experience talking about Rasheed Rice. I've been on some other channels. So I'm back, though. I'm back. Good to have you back. Hashtag Alliance Forever. Play my song. I don't have a song. I just play that little super chat. I'm going to come up with me a song, man. I like Meet and Eyes. They got two of them. Can y'all help me with one, man? Y'all know I'm kind of not technology savvy over. Sorry about that, y'all. I swiped left. Well, I don't know how I swiped left, and it just went blank on me. I don't know, man. I don't know what just happened there. That kind of spooked me, man. Your favorite couple, right on. Peace and blessings to you. And they're talking about the cards, that is strategy. Me and I see what you done because we lost it. No, man. I my finger hit the little. I'm using a MacBook Pro, a laptop. And my finger sunk. I ain't never see it do that, though. I don't know what. Man, that was crazy. You need some OG chat, like the Whispers or OJs. Must be the money. Laugh out loud. Yeah, but then I get hit, man. I get hit with a copyright. I can't do that. I get hit with a copyright claim. All right, Meet and I said, it's not me, Joe. Blame that on Thurston. In case y'all don't know who Thurston is, Thurston ain't been around in a while. Thurston is my, he was my assistant, but he ain't been around in a while. He actually did that super chat, that one y'all just heard. That was Thurston. He do my introductions, but I haven't used them in a while. Trying to get away from all the extracurricular, you know. We going to school. When we come to PBT now, we going straight to class. We ain't got time for no bands marching. We ain't playing no hype music. We ain't doing no speeches. The only thing I still do an introduction on is when I'm doing an interview on the Points Blank Experience. Other than that, we going straight to class. Bring your notebook and your number 2 mechanical pencil or your lead pencil, if you got a pencil sharpener in your house, and come to go to school. I want a free hotel stay. They're taking that benefit away in July. Got to put $15K spend on the car. And you gonna do that in between 9 and July? Man, can you adopt me, bro? I can't do it from January to December. I know 2 more people that's pretty good at it. I let them say it, but I can't do it, man. I think I used to say I had too many cars. That's not the case. But I think I'd be trying to maximize everything that I don't focus on one card. And what I like is And these two people I'm talking about, they stayed at some Waldorf Astorias, plural, with their certificate. And I was watching Ask Sebi today, and he was saying, hey, man, that's the first thing they knock out is that 15K. And they got, he said they got several of them. They got a Aspire card, two of them, and two Surpass cards. They getting certificates all over the place. But he also, 289,000 subscribers. So, and we got my man coming in, dropping money. I don't know how long you been in here, but hold on, man. I gotta go find my. I swiped over and everything went bananas. I gotta find it here. I want to thank Lambo Drew for that
Super Chat.
Thank you for that super chat, Lambo Drew, $9.99. There goes my guy Rod. Loves you, see you doing your thing. Hello, PBT family. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all check out Lambo Drew. I've been a guest on his channel. He usually have guests on Tuesdays, and sometimes he speaks solo, but he going live every Tuesday. He also has Friday where he does financial live streams, good content that's being put out. And I tell you, man, I've never had a chance to tell Lambo this, whether I was on my live or in his live. I love when he have people on there that guests. But I really love, hopefully he don't change it though. I'm rolling the dice by saying this. I really love when Lambo is by himself because he speak. He speak too, but he kind of give his guests the floor when he has a guest and not overdo it. But when it's just him, the knowledge is just pouring out. The boulders are just, you need a hard hat for real. They're just dropping out the sky. So Lambo, keep doing your thing, man. I got to come over there in the very, very near future. What's Tuesday, 2 days from now? Your favorite couple showing love to Lambo Drew. And Griffin showing love. We got Devin Masker said, been channel member for 32 months. 2 years and 8 months, man. Devin and Your Favorite Club been rocking with me since I first. Actually, they both been rocking with me since before I got monetized. Because you can only have memberships when you monetize. So it's always a blessing helping everyone. Have a nice night. Have a nice night, Devin. Have a nice night, brother. And again, my thoughts and prayers are with your mom. And it's going to be all right. Mufasa, you going to the Waldorf? I want to say which one, man. Ain't like I'm going to show up, but I know Sebi was talking about Waldorf times 5. Now, every time I think about the Waldorf story, I think about coming to America when King Jaffe, or whatever his name was, stayed at the Waldorf in New York. And I know there's one in Beverly Hills or a couple other places. But Sebi, the 289,000 subscriber YouTubers talking about going to the Waldorf in the Maldives. Can you imagine what that costs? And he's using a certificate and going for free. Going for free, man. Hey, y'all, if y'all want some good motivation, I got to bring him up one more time. But let me read these here real quick. Well, obviously, congrats on 37 months of a member, and then they're showing the love. Say, hey, you're an official OG. Have a good night. 32 months that's a long time. Lambo said, thanks a million at Your Favorite Couple and at KUWTG. Also, follow Lambo Drew on Instagram, man. I tell you what, if you want to see somebody living a life, you might get hungry along the journey because he be eating at some bad places. And I don't mean bad meaning bad. I mean bad meaning good. Ribeyes, New York strips, bacon wrapped shrimp. Man. Follow him on Instagram, man. Check him out. Lambo said, Rod, I truly appreciate you, man. Man, this is everything. You inspire me, Rod. I guess we're inspiring each other because I'm trying to eat like you when I grow up. And the one thing I can say about this whole YouTube community, whether you're a content creator or not, and I'm going to start out with the people that are not. You don't know, for you non-content creators, you don't know how much you inspire us content creators. Because without the non-content creators, without the viewers, we wouldn't be anything. We wouldn't. I mean, imagine people say, "Rod, how you sit and talk to a camera?" Because I absorb myself with the people that are in the comments. I feel like they're right here with me. But what if it was no one right here with me? It'd make for a long night or a short night because I wouldn't be on here long. So y'all inspire me and other content creators. So please keep showing up. Speaking of other content creators, man, everybody in the Alliance, the Meeting Eyes, your favorite couples, the Griffiths, the Catherines, Kayla Mars, hopefully I don't think I left anybody, Catherines, Meeting Eye, Griffin, yep. They inspire me on the daily. People like Lambo Drew, Dwayne on How to Build Credit TV, Larry Jones, Kenan Grace, and Chris Sane on my investment channel. It's you don't just wake up and you know all this stuff. And then it's always a pleasure to come in and see the YouTube experiments, the Mufasas, the Why Love to Motivates, the Devin Masters, people that aren't content creators, but they're loyal to providing that knowledge and that information. So I really appreciate all y'all, man. Blessings to all of y'all. Devin says, "Thank you for your prayers. It's been different, which is why I only do things I feel like I have to do when it comes mostly to credit, because I'm trying to keep my utilization as low as possible." Hey, man, do what you got to do, bro. Family first, man. Do what you got to do. You owe nobody in here, including myself, an explanation. Do what you got to do. Hey, and I'm a firm believer, man, behind every good thing you do, something great is going to happen to you, especially when you do it from the kindness of your heart. Let me say it again, because this may be a boulder. Maybe somebody else said it. I just kind of came from the heart there. If you do something good for someone else from the kindness of your heart, there's a high chance something great is going to happen to you. Don't go out looking for something in return. Don't do it trying to get in return on your investment. Just go out and do something good for somebody. That's all I'm saying. Lambo said, "Hey, Rod, I'm definitely going to link with you. Any state, I got you, man. I'm going to come to Dallas." What? Man, I just like a real buy, man. I ain't gonna try. I ain't talking about that tomahawk stuff, man. I ain't that good. I'm just talking about a regular old real buy, man. But man, I appreciate that, man. When you coming, bro? You know, I know you like Eddie V's and what's that one they got out here? I don't know if I've seen you at that one. Double Eagle. It's something about the Double Eagle. It ain't Root Chris. It's some Double Eagle. I'm not to look it up, man. Nah, it's gonna have me true. Yeah, I don't need all the tabs. Why? By the time I look it up, somebody gonna be and say it. But Del Frisco's. That's the name of it. Del Frisco. Ate there, it was pretty good. Ate at Eddie V's, it was pretty good. Very good. When I say pretty good, very good. But I gotta ask you, if you're still in here, Lambo, I have to ask, what's your favorite steakhouse? I have to ask. What's your favorite steakhouse? Sorry, I mean difficult. Let me know when you want to come to Denver, man, and it's on. You see what Why Love to Motivate is saying, because she was trying to get me to go to Denver, and I haven't ruled it out. She was trying to get me to go to Denver this summer. I think June, end of June, July. So hey, man, it's a good It's a good possibility, man. It's a good possibility, you boy. I tell you when I ain't coming. I ain't coming after September, October. I ain't with this sub-zero. I ain't really with no elevation, man. I'm flying in. I ain't getting no cars going down no heat, no mountains. I ain't doing none of that. None of that. The only way I get in a car go down a mountain if I'm sitting in an SUV. We ain't gonna be on no car with no Maypops, which is some tires that may pop at any time. We got to be in an SUV, and I got to have a parachute on. So they let you know I ain't riding down no mountain. Okay, so you down in Denver. I don't know why I thought you lived there, but you're down there all the time. Yep, Del Frisco's. That's it. Hey, Rod and PBT Fallon. What's up, Game Master LLC, my main man? How you been, brother? How you been? Eddie V's the favorite, but I love hands down Shanahan's. I never had that one. Now, I got to ask you, have you ever heard of, now, everybody's heard of Papados, Papacitos. They got a barbecue and a burger joint, but have you heard of Papa's? Because their name is actually not Papa. It's actually Greek and it's Papa. Have you heard of Papa's Brothers Steakhouse, Lambo? Hey, okay, you say it's the valley. It's just like, no. Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, when I went to Cali, not the last time, 17, 18, yo, man, I used to go up to Mount Helix, which is in Spring Valley. You take this windy little road up when you get up top of this mountain, baby mountain. It wasn't even a big one. You build Mount Helix, you can see the whole city, all of San Diego. Then I used to work on Naval Air Station North Island, which is on Coronado Island, and I had to take the Coronado Bridge. I went to go get on the Coronado Bridge, and right before I got to the last exit, I exited and turned around. Texas is so flat, I can't do the elevation anymore, man. I'm a chump, a buster, whatever you want to call me. So I had to close my. Okay. Papa's is the bomb, bro. Yes. I don't know why I even question you, man. So what I want to do real quick, man, I know we talking about gas, and we already did that. I don't know exactly what this is, but that's one of their cuts of steak. I go a little filet. What I like about it, when you walk into the restaurant, they got the lobster and the meat that hadn't been cooked. They're just sitting there waiting on you. Sitting there waiting on you. Now, I tell you, straight up, the bombest looking steakhouse I ever went to was in New York. I didn't eat there because I had ate at the #1 supposedly steakhouse in Manhattan. Can't even remember the name of it. But then I went to this other steakhouse called Butchers and Bankers. And what they did was they took an old bank. They took an old bank and they turned it into a steakhouse. And it was an old bank. They had the big old vault, and they had the vault open. And I want to say the dining room wasn't in the vault. Some of it was, but they also had a bar in there. And then they had it was dope, man. It was nice. Yeah, there is one in Dallas. I was flying out there to drop a Lamborghini off to a client. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, he ain't calling himself Lambo Drew for nothing. Now, if y'all hear me say Ferrari Rod or Rolls Royce Rod or Bentley Rod, I'm just making up a name. I ain't dropping out none of them. I ain't got none of them. But Lambo don't have Lambo in his name for nothing, y'all. This is Lambo Drew. This is what he do. No, I'm gonna show you. No, it wasn't Peter Luger's. It was some other steakhouse. I know it cost me like $400. I might not remember the name, but I remember that part, $422 to be exact. But the lobster they brought out, man, that thing was like 22 or 26 ounces. No, I'm tripping. Oh man, my battery. I'm gonna have to do this here, y'all. Bear with me. I'm gonna still be talking, But I done messed around and I hadn't done this in a while. Let my battery conk out on me, which means it's about time to go. But no, it was a 4-pound lobster and a 28-ounce steak. That's what I had. 4 pound, I didn't have a lobster, but a 4-pound lobster and a 28-ounce steak. Y'all bear with me, bear with me. I should have just let y'all look at the chair, man. I should have just let y'all look at the chair. That way you know the old rod still exists. But I jacked up my little avatar somehow, man. So I got to do another one. I can't even remember how I did. But while I'm up, we'll just, y'all give me like 32 seconds. And we're going to be ending this live stream shortly. As long as y'all have comments, I'll stay, but I'm still not going to stay for 2-3 hours. All right. I don't know why my throat's so dry. Probably because I was sitting outside and it started getting chilly. All right, y'all, let me pull me back up here. Hopefully we didn't lose. Yeah, we still got 13 real homies in the crib, baby. Let me straighten this camera back up. A little off. I want to thank Lambo Drew and Meet and I for the super chats. 13 real homies still in the building. And let me go ahead and pull me back up here. Here I is. There I go. All right, sorry about that. And no, it ain't no big money ride, man. It was my birthday. Somehow it was a special occasion. Ain't nothing I do on the regular. Yeah, yeah, man. No, Lambo, I ain't rolling like that, bro. I ain't dropping off Lamborghinis in Dallas and all that. Don't know the name, but remember the price. Laugh out loud. Yeah, man, I can't remember the name of it. I got a picture of it in my phone, but I ain't about to search all through that. All right, for all you TSA people, I got a testimony. Got a testimony. Y'all may not be noticing, but in certain cities, the TSA line is starting to be longer than the general boarding line. I flew out of Phoenix. The general boarding line wait was less than 2 minutes, and the TSA line was less than 6 minutes. About 20 people in that line, about 5 people in my line. I just got a text that I don't even really understand, but sorry, that kind of threw me off. But TSA, man, I don't know. And then they're going up on what you call that other part of a global entry. It's going up like $20, $30. I think it's going to $120. I forgot what month it's starting. I got to research. I think I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna do a video on that. And but going back to and you know, I know we went from gas to steakhouse. Well, the money you save on gas, you can go to the steakhouse. And I don't know if that steak I had was better than Papa's in Dallas, the one I had in New York. I'm a huge fan of New York City, man. It's one of the most interesting cities in the world. Well, I'm looking for something, man. I don't know why I'm over here typing with one hand. All right, so y'all know I wasn't kidding Share my screen here. We about to raise up out of here in a minute. In a minute. For the 12 real homies that are still in here. So here's that second steakhouse. I didn't eat here. I just went in there because this dude at the hotel told me about it. But as you can see, there go the vault, and there's the dining part right over here, and then there's the vault. And man, it was. Let me look this up here. Let me see. And here's, I don't know exactly what this is. It's a ribeye and something. Look like some real. I don't know what that is. Chicken. I don't know. Look good though. But all I know is I'm about to get off here because it's making me hungry. But I got me some good old oxtails waiting when I finish, man. I'm going country today, baby. So there y'all saw it. Butchers and Bankers, if you're ever in Manhattan. Hey, Lambo said, hold on, Rod. He crying, laughing. I'm in the exotic car funding and business funding, so I meet clients once the vehicles come in, they order. Okay, Lambo said, let me straighten this out. I ain't rolling in no Lambos now. I was messing with you, man. I ain't know, though. You might have a Lambo. Everyone is finally cashing in the TSA pre-check credits from credit card. More and more are offering that credit. Yeah, man. I just know somebody. I ain't calling no name. They told me I need to hurry up and get pre-check and go with entry because it made their life so much easier. But my life sure was easier in General Board than leaving Phoenix. Now, it have been times where, matter of fact, when I left Miami, I wish I was in TSA because it was the opposite. Had about 100 people in the General Board and about 10 people in TSA. So it just really depends on the time, the city. It was $78 for 5 years. I used my Navy Federal flagship to get the credit back. Damn, what did I miss something? Oh, okay. It was $78 for 5 years. Okay. Yeah, it's like 100 for 4 years now. I enrolled in July last year. Okay, same. And while I was motivated, is out of here. Says good night, great live. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everyone for being here. I know this live stream was a little longer, and speaking of longer, I am going to take about 2 to 3 more minutes before I get out of here to pull up one thing. It's not a steakhouse; it's actually YouTube related. Most of you that's here may know about this, some may not. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. So we still got 13 homies. Let me read this here. I actually have 2, but they're rental. Okay, you actually have 2 Lambos, but they're rentals. A Hurricane I rent out in Miami. There's a pic on my IG, and I ain't never even heard of the Urus. No, I don't need to drive, man. He's too fast for me. No, bro. I appreciate it, man. If that was an offer, but no, dude, I ride in the passenger seat, but I ain't. I just said in a live stream the other night on my other channel that those type of cars, you got to know what you're doing when you get behind the wheel. You can't just get in there and start punching stuff. So the Hurricane, is that the black and orange one? And Urus, is that I hope I'm saying that right. Urus, is that an SUV? He said the Urus is the truck. It's slow, man. Yeah, slow to your standards. I ain't messing with them things, man. I'm cool, dog. I ride in the passenger seat, though. Take a couple pictures outside, show how I was balling with Lambo Drew. All right, y'all. Speaking of balling, and I'm not talking about me balling, I'm talking about y'all being able to ball in your future. I want to invite everybody to check out the rebranded Point Blank Finance. I did rebrand it to Investing with Rod. It is on the screen. And that's what's down at the bottom going across the banner. If you only have $5, $10, or $20, it doesn't go to me. You open up a Robinhood account for stocks and crypto, or you open up a Coinbase account for crypto, or whatever account you want to open up. I ain't got nothing to do with it unless you use my Robinhood link, and I still don't have nothing to do with it. You just using my link to get free stock. You only have $5, $10, $20 on a payday to invest, but you always thought that you need thousands of dollars. I'm here to tell you, you don't. All you have to do is open up one of these accounts and start putting $5. Skip a cup of coffee every pay period. Skip going out for lunch and getting a value meal or whatever they call them things, a meal, and throw that money, and you'll be amazed at what I'm actually doing for now. And I'm telling you, this is going to change, but for now, I don't know when it's going to change. For now, not only am I going over the different stocks and the different crypto. I know my last video was on an exchange traded fund, the Vanguard S&P 500, which you will own one ETF or exchange traded fund, but you'll own 500 companies. And that's the top 500 companies in America, the S&P 500. It's expensive, but the cool thing about Robinhood is you can buy fractional shares. You don't have to buy a full share. And that's what I love about this channel is we're getting rid of a lot of myths. Now, Lambo, before you get out of here, I got to pull this up, y'all, because I don't know if you're about to leave. Thanks for the love, Rod. Also, have you tried Nuzeret steak? No, I haven't, man. I had to put that on the list. But what I do is I go over to stock or I go over to crypto. I look at the past performances, tell you what I think about, and then I actually purchase some. But I don't purchase $100, $200, $500 worth. Matter of fact, I'm waiting to make a non-production purchase of Bitcoin, but it has to go down about $2,000 to $3,000 more per coin before I make the purchase, and the money is just burning a hole in my phone. But I typically invest $5, $10, or $20 so people can see what I'm telling you I'm actually doing. So anyway, enough of all that, man. I'm going to unshare this screen, and I'm not going to even do a last call for comments tonight. We're going to go ahead and raise up out of here. I want to thank everybody that tapped in. I want to thank the 10, 12 real homies that were still here before I moved over to the investing. The 8 real homies that are still here, thank you for your support. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the content creators that came here. Thanks to the Alliance. Thanks to the non-content creators. Devin, this is probably the last comment. Says, again, have a nice night. Not sure yet, but I start a temporary job soon, so I may not attend as often, but still will when I can, man. Make your money, Devin. You can always watch the replay, bro. But we love having you here, man. We love the knowledge that you provide. So it's nice being part of your team from how much we help each other. Yes, it's nice having you here, man. With all that being said, y'all, do me a favor if you haven't already done so. If this is your first time here or you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, make sure it's selected to all. If you forgot to ring my doorbell on the way into my crib, make sure you ring it on the way out. And the doorbell is that like button, the thumbs up button. Hit it, smash it, kiss it, blow it. I don't care what you do to it. Share this video out, share the live stream out, share the channel out. Never know who's looking for information like this. And as always, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you will be amongst the stars. I can guarantee y'all will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, dropping more fire, dropping more knowledge. And depending on which channel you own, I may be doing an interview or showing you how to invest on a budget. Hope everybody have a great evening. Hope you have a wonderful start to your week tomorrow. If you're in one of the 15 states like Texas and Dallas, check out the eclipse. I meant to get some of them glasses today. I meant to get up in the morning and go try to find some. I don't plan on looking up there anyway. I just want to see it get dark outside at 12 o'clock. But anyway, other than that, man, much love, y'all. Peace. We out of here.